Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to discuss something that was brought up by one of our viewers, Marcus. He had mentioned that he was just getting out of college and getting ready to go into his career, and he was curious how I balance my career as a teacher and being a high-level powerlifter at the same time. And I think this is a valuable kind of topic to discuss, because a fair number of the powerlifters that you see on social media may be what you would call social media influencers. So they're not having to balance this, job outside of their training. And that can kind of create a disconnect from you all as the viewer or a normal lifter. Now, I do want to kind of share with you that in my experience, a fair amount of the really good powerlifters that I have met at powerlifting meets do also balance careers. So do not feel like that is a limiting factor that will keep you from being very good in the sport. And I like to think that I'm a good example of that. Now, with that said, there are some concessions that have to be made and some real sacrifices that you have to sit down and just decide that you have to make happen if you're trying to be very good at anything, let alone powerlifting, along with the focus of a full-time career as well. Now, I will say I'm very fortunate, and this was planned as well. I love teaching. I absolutely enjoy my job, and I enjoy every day that I go to work. But at the same time, it was planned out to where, hey, the teacher schedule goes with a powerlifting schedule very well. Weekends off, very regular work schedule. You've got the entire summers off. So a great example is right now with the North American Championships, I will have a very concentrated prep because I won't be having to deal with work. So if you are truly serious about being very good at powerlifting, I would suggest that you take that into account early on in your career decision, right? And there are concessions that certainly have to be made in that realm. Now, I want to bring it back to, can you balance work and training? And the answer is 100% yes. I am certainly focused on teaching, and I also have a kind of side hustle that I do selling online teaching products, and I put some time into that. As you've seen, I've been putting time into YouTube, and I think of it like a pie chart in my mind, and for everything that I add to that pie chart, it has to take away from something else. So if you want to be very good at something, you need to dedicate a large section of your mental pie chart, so to speak, to that thing. And what that could mean is maybe you're not hanging out with friends as much as you would like to, or you're not taking a trip here or there. There's certainly Saturdays are a great example for me. I would love to have Saturdays free, but because of my work schedule, they have to be my heaviest training day. Because, if you're squatting, benching, and deadlifting heavy on the same day, that's like a 4-hour session for me at least. And during the week with school, that's just, that's just not viable. So it has to be on the weekend, and that's time that I could spend with friends or loved ones, and it's just a sacrifice that has to be made. And I accept that, hey, long day of training's done on Saturday. It's almost like another day of work in some instances. So Marcus, my advice to you as you're moving on to a career is keep things open. You're going to have to make concessions, right? You can combine training sessions, work with your training schedule. Know that things don't have to be perfect to be very good, but you cannot make too many concessions to your training and still be an extremely high level power lifter or anything that you're doing. So hopefully that was insightful for you all. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. As always, I appreciate the support. And until next time, happy lifting.